September 24th, 2021. It's that time again, boys and girls. Another breakdown. I like the consistency that I've been with here lately. 3 videos. This makes the 4th this week on the brand new channel. Almost 50 subs. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that has taken the time to hit that subscribe button, watch any video I've done for 1 second, the whole thing, hit the like button, dislike button, leave a comment, whatever. Super appreciate you. What this video is about is we're going to go over the UFC 266 final card. We're going to go over the weigh-ins. We're going to bring up pictures, screen share, how they looked on the scales, then go over the bet lines, along with it kind of explaining the betting lines. I know a lot of y'all probably know this. I caught onto this from Z's MMA. Shout out to Z's MMA. If you don't know him, look him up on YouTube. Really good capper. He talks about percentages a lot, so that caught my attention. So we're going to go over that. And I think once you hear what a minus 150, what the percentage of what the bookie is thinking on that, if you're smart and you do tape work, that's how you find value even in chalk, like a minus 200. How do you find value in that? We're going to go over it. So if you enjoy that type of content, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, hit the like button, and also leave a comment. What's your best bet for UFC 266? Oh, one last thing. We will be live tomorrow from start to finish doing live play-by-play. We'll be live on camera, betting, doing all that. So, yeah. And if you follow me on Twitter, Most Screen Fight P1, go over there, follow me over there. You would have seen a video and you would have heard me say, yo, we got a partnership. That's right. Shout out to MyBookie.ag. That's so random, too, how it happened. I bet with MyBookie.ag. I seen this killer play on MyBookie, and I gave it out last video. So if you haven't checked out the betting video, go check that out. But one of the guys with MyBookie, they seen some video I posted today on Most Screen Fight P1. And they reached out to me. They liked my marketing, and they wanted to partner up. So we got a partnership. We got a code. And to get things started, boys, this Saturday, there will be blood. Head to MyBookie.ag and get in on the UFC First Blood promotion. Win. Any fighter on the main card bleeds, you win. Yeah, you heard me. Like in the last, I wasn't lying. On the main card, we went over all the main card fights. All there has to be is blood. It's plus 100, right? With this bet centered around 5 main card bouts, including 2 title fights, you know the octagon won't stay dry for long. So take advantage of this opportunity to make some easy money with MyBookie. Nick Diaz has bled in 3 of his 4 last fights. Robbie Lawler has a leaky faucet, so you know by the end of the 5-round rematch, blood will be spilled. It'll be spilled before then. Head to MyBookie right now. Use promo code MO100. Capital M, capital O, 100. Also, it's in the description. That's right. To start off with a double deposit bonus. That's promo code MO, capital M, capital O, 100 to double your money. So you can double your winnings with MyBookie. So make sure you go over there. It's serious. It's free money. So this is what you do. Even if you deposit 25, do 25, use the promo code, go in there, bet the plus 100, put the 25 on there. Boom, you double your money to 50. Next week, make sure you're rocking with me, and we'll figure out where we put that 50 and double that 50. So took care of a little business. That's that. Now let's get into what we're talking about. Now I'm not in no hurry this stream. This is not no hurry. Sitting back. It's Friday night, 10:18. Let's spark it up. Of course, as soon as I hit live. My dog has to go outside, but she's just going to have to wait. So, we got some things to go over tonight. First things first. First on the fight card, we got Omar Morales. We got Jonathan Pierce. That's first fight on the card. Before we dig deep into it, this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and see how these bad boys looked on the scales today. I'm sure y'all watched it and checked it out, but right here we got, there you go. We got Omar coming in. We got JSP, both gentlemen looking felt on the scales. Current betting lines are Omar Morales a minus 162. Ooh, some monies came in on him. So earlier I wrote down, before the weigh-ins, Omar was a minus 155. So a little bit of money has came in on, hold on, let's refresh this, make sure it's the right odds. And then, okay. All right, well, I'm glad it did. It moved 3 points. So right now we got Omar a minus 158. See, minus 158. We have Pierce plus 134. So what we're going to start doing some things different is I've seen people talk about it. I've seen people do it, but we're going to try to explain it a little bit better, easier. You know, I am from Arkansas, so I like to dumb stuff down. You know what I mean? Make it a little easier out there. So let's say you're somebody that's coming in and you are saying, because I've seen some breakdowns and I've seen some people talking about that Omar is a lock. I don't believe he is, but some people are saying that he's a lock. Well, at the line minus 158, when a bookie is making a line, where that number minus 158 comes from is, let's go here. Oh, shit. Oh, dang, I've been trying not to cuss too. You know, it's a brand new start out here in these streets. So we'll just bring up Tapology. So where do these numbers come from? You know, a lot of people, and the reason I say this, a lot of y'all might know this, but a lot of people will be like, I've had people say to me, and probably up to 2 years ago, I didn't know. I didn't know odds. I didn't know units. I didn't know anything. So everybody has to learn. So a lot of people don't even know what it means if somebody says, I have 1.25 units on that line, and it's a line that's minus 125. People they're not understanding what cappers or people breaking stuff down are saying. Well, what they're saying, all the unit is like 1 to 3% of your bankroll. So a lot of people will say, like, I bet $100 or a unit. So that's saying that their bankroll is a lot. So do it like this. Let's say you take $100, you deposit $100 in your account, right? You can bet like one or two ways. Let's say you're just a ballsy dude. You want to take that 100, you want to double that 100, or you want to play that 100 tonight. Don't spread it all over the card. Pick you a couple fights, take you a couple chunks, do it that way. Or find you one and bet it all on that, even if it's a juiced line. Who cares? You know what I mean? Because there's a reason that plus money lines are plus money lines. It's not a great chance you're going to hit it. So yeah, you can gamble and do it, but if you want to make money, find you one line. Like for instance, Marab. If you think Marab is going to win no matter what, minus 215. Take that 100, put it on there. You're almost getting $50 return on that. That's going to be $162 or $158, something like that, in your account. Boom, you take that and you roll, right? So, or you take that 100 and you break it down in units, right? So a unit is, like I said, like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, something like that, a small percentage of your bankroll. But if you have $100, you don't want to play 1% because that's $1. You know what I mean? You're going to take forever. So take that and do a couple $5, $10 bets. Do you like a 2-3 fighter parlay? Lay $10 on it. You know what I mean? Go find you maybe a couple totals that you like that are cheap, minus 120. Lay $12 on that to win 10. Little things like that. But if you got a $500 bankroll, then do those same bets, but up them. Do them $50 a bet. Sometimes whenever you ever hear me say units, I just try to be transparent. When I say I have a unit on it, which I don't ever say it, but if I do, it's $50. Or if I say half units, $25. I don't go out there. I'm not somebody that's betting $100, $500 a bet. I do this for fun, like the majority of y'all. So that's where we're gonna try to help each other in this. So implied percentage. So when a bookie says Omar Morales is minus 158, what he's saying is the implied probability is there's a 61.2% chance that Omar's going to win. All right. Pretty simple, right? You have Pierce plus 134. That's saying that the bookie is saying that there's a 42.7% chance that Pierce is going to come out and win. Now, if you're somebody that comes out and thinks Pierce is going to win, well, you definitely think he has more than a 42% chance. If you off top think he's going to win, I've heard a lot of people say that they think he's going to win. Me personally, I think that Omar's going to win. And at that minus 158 line, 61%, I think that's probably right about on. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a 6 out of 10 chance that he'll probably win. I think Pierce 4 out of 10. So in that situation, betting a favorite like that, if you think that line, I'm not going to bet this fight, but I could justify if I think that if it was like a 55% chance, then, you know, unfortunately the lines don't match. But I think it's a 60-40 match anyway. I think Omar's going to win. So that I think that line's justified. So that's that. If you want to know how I think he's going to win, you got to check out the other videos. I do think that Omar's going to win. It's tough though, because we got Pierce. Pierce comes in with volume. Pierce pumps out volume. He just doesn't lead. He doesn't move his head off the center line ever. He has good wrestling. Omar has good hips in a sense of he seems to dig underhooks. That's one really good positive. So I hear some people saying JSP by decision. I see some people saying Omar by knockout. I'm more on the probably Omar by knockout side. So the pick is Omar. Next up on the fight card, we got Matt Simmelsberger, Martin Sano. Simmelsberger's coming in a big favorite. And for a reason. If you've done any tape work on this Martin guy, I mean, dude is horrible. He's hot garbage, sloppy. He's not somebody that pops his jab out. He like brings his jab up, and this hand doesn't come back to his face. So it's like hands down here, brings his jab up and follows it with like a sloppy cross instead of a crisp 1-2 down the line. It's like a sloppy boom, boom. But the reason he does that, because he's a grappler, man. He wants to get in. He wants to clinch you up. It's just, unfortunately, the stuff I've seen, he's not even a super strong grappler. You got Matt Simmels. I always get messed up and say burger like hamburger, but it's I guess it's pronounced the same way. Matt Semmelsberger, Semi the Jedi. 4-1 his last 5. Went to decision with Chaos last time out. Not mad at it. I mean, overall good fighter. Semmelsberger's going to win. Now let's go look at these odds, see where they're at. Semmelsberger's right now, the best you can find him, minus 455. Let's see. Yep, that's same. Ain't no movement been on him. Best you can find, Sano is 450. So earlier it was plus 425. So was the best line you could find. So I guess a little bit of money on that book has come on Semmels, because yeah, on that same book, Semmels is minus 525. But let's go to the calculator. Oh, try it here anyway. So Semmels at minus 455 is an 81.98% chance he's going to win. So the bookie is saying that there's an 82% chance Semmelsberger's going to win. I think it's honestly more like 90. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's about 10% chance Martin can catch him in a scramble, snatch up a sub. That's the only way I see him winning. I don't see him knocking him out, anything like that. I don't see him out wrestling him, control time, stuff like that. Don't see it happening. But let's see. What was 450? Yeah, so at plus 450, they're saying Martin has an 18.2% chance of winning. So, I mean, if you see that as value, then I don't know what world Matt Semmelsberger's probably 80 to 90% chance he's going to win against anybody, really, except for maybe this dude. Yeah, clearly, shout out to Noah. Dude's a soldier. Day or night, dude's always there. Shout out to him. Says, hey, what a weird fucking fight it is, a weird fight. I've only heard, yeah, it's just because it's Diaz's boy, and I heard that he said he's not fighting without him on the card, too. So that's kind of, like, damn, okay, yo. We got Terlansky, too. Shout out, Terlansky. Shout out to you, brother. So, like I said, Semmelsberger, minus 455. The bookies are saying that there's an 82% chance that Semi the Jedi is going to win. I mean, they're saying what we're saying. Semmelsberger is a parlay piece. I do have him in a parlay. We will touch on what I have locked in so far and what I'm probably going to lock in tomorrow. We got Nick Alexander, too. Shout out Ozzy. Shout out to him. So let's get on to the next one. Next up, we got Nick Maximov versus Cody Brundage. Now, I haven't got to break this one down since the last one. I watched the tape enough to where I'm about to break it down. So, y'all really know what I said about Maximov. He's a good grappler. He's a Diaz dude. He fought, I believe it was on Contender Series. He fought a heavyweight at 209 against a fucking hoss of a dude. Dude weighed like 262, 263, big old belly. And Maximov grappled him, man. Like, he went in, threw a couple punches, changed levels, went under, went for singles, chain grappled doubles, and always found a way to end up on top. There was a round where he was digging for a single for like a minute, 2 minutes, and didn't give up on it. And dude was so heavy on top of that big belly, them big old tits on him, and dude was just pressing down hard. Dude was not he looked sloppy, the dude he was fighting, but dude was not a horrible fighter. And he still did what he had to do I even think he mounted him at one point where I don't know if his knees were touching on each side. So if he can do that to a dude at 263 that has skills, Brundage comes in, wrestling pedigree, not the best wrestling, but not the best wrestling pedigree. But as far as you watching his fights, he has pretty good wrestling. It seems like he gasses out maybe a little bit, and with this being on short notice, that is something to consider. Now, as far as stand-up, Brundage probably has better stand-up than Maximov. But what we have going in with Maximov is we know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Maximov is going to grapple. And he grappled with a heavyweight for 3 rounds. That's something that, let's make sure that we're right on that. Let's see. Yeah, it was Cota. Yeah, decision. He grappled with a heavyweight that was 11-2. He's, you know what I mean? Like, dude's not a bad heavyweight. And he came in and wrestled him. 2 wins since then. 2 he did, and those are grappling bouts. All these are grappling bouts. So it is what it is. Let's go look at Brundage. Brundage fought, or he had a fight coming up, I think maybe LFA, but of course that got canceled because he got caught up. Last time out, got a win with a arm triangle, lost to William Knight. We've seen that in the Contender Series. He was like winning until he wasn't type thing. You know what I mean? Looked like he was decent on top, but didn't he got swept or something like that, to where William Knight hulked up and ended up whooping that. So, you know, I'm going to go better grappler, Maximov. I like his chain grappling. Brundage, good wrestling. I think this is going to be a grappling style matchup. I think Brundage is going to engage in the wrestling. I think Brundage probably has the better pure freestyle wrestling, but I think Maximov can match that with better BJJ. I think Maximov ends up finding a sub, especially because Brundage is going to entertain, you know. He's going to entertain the grappling, and when you entertain the grappling with a grappler with as serious, come on now, yeah, as serious skills as his 6 wins, 3 by sub, 2 by knockout, 1 by decision. The pick's going to be Maximov. Let's go check these lines. These lines right now, we got Maximov a -132. Same as 4. Let's see. Oh, no, actually, the best you could find Maximov is a -115 right now. So that there's some on that book earlier. He was a -132 was the best line before the weigh-ins. Now on 5 dimes, you can find them at, what did I say, a -115. So what does -115 tell us? -115 tells us there's a 53% chance that Maximov is going to win. I think there's a way better chance. I think that it's more like 65%. So let's see. 60, okay, -175 would be 63%. What's -178? -178 is 64%. I think that that's probably about what I would see it as. You know, 64, 65%. Maximov. Can he get caught by Brundage on the feet? Yes. Can something crazy happen? Yeah. But I see that value. If you can get that -115, let's see what's -132. -132 is 56% is what the bookies are capping. I mean, there's value on that. I think Maximov's going to win. +112, 47%. So if you're somebody that's coming in and you think that Brundage is going to win, and so therefore you think that there's at least a 51% chance. If you think Brundage is going to win, you think at least 51%. If you come off thinking, now if you're somebody that says there's value and he can win, I understand. But if you're come out straight out picking Brundage, you're saying that there's at least a 51% chance. So if we're playing the value game, there's value even at +112 if you think Brundage can win. The pick for me is Maximov by sub. And so let's do this too. We'll go, what is Maximov wins by submission? I think there's a pretty good chance at that. And plus 300 says there's a 25% chance. So they're saying there's a 1 in 4 chance in this fight that he catches a sub. So it's not bad. I think that's how he's going to win. That or a decision by just grounding and pounding him. But no, I think he's going to catch a sub because Brundage's going to get tired. All there is to it. So check it out real quick. Oh, we got a couple people in here. I appreciate the boys stopping in on this Friday. Talk a little UFC. Let's roll through them real quick. Oh, boys. Feels good to be back. We got Terlansky says Simmelsberger's going to fuck this bum up. I agree. The Aussie saying Noah Allen, the GOAT. I like the minus 190 by KO sub. Ooh, that is nice. I think he's talking about Semi the Jedi, the Aussie. Guys calling your boy out, Mo. Maximov, easy money. Exactly, Terlansky. Maximov. And the bookies are giving us like 52%. It was like minus 115. Like, I mean, it's all day. There's value all day there. Not confident, but Brundage. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm glad you said that. Good call, Noah. Let's go check how these boys looked out at the weigh-ins. All right, so, and these are brought to you by MMA Junkie. For the people that just came in, that was Omar, JSP. That was, oh yeah, I mean, you can just tell how he flexes. He's not the most athletic guy. Semi the Jedi looking like a beast. I don't know, is that Illuminati in his chest? I don't know. There you go. There's Maximov. That eye is pretty dope. He looks like a straight up gangster. I'd like to see him a little bit more cut, but he's probably just a G. And then we got Brundage. Brundage is stout, man. I think his boo thing is Amanda Bobby Cooper. I think that's his boo thing. So the pick is going to be Maximov. Dude looks like he came straight out the pen, like it should say like Aryan Nation or something on his chest, or like AB or something. So next up, we'll go ahead and we got Jalen Turner coming in, looking shredded as normal, facing Euros Medic, Dr. Medic, looking ripped, got the glasses on, sucked out. Not going to lie, this one right here is, I was a little bit more confident on Euros during the middle of the week. Now, my bad. Let's go through before we get to that. We'll go. One of these guys did. Yeah, both those guys are Sano and Maximov. What's your thoughts about Nick Live? Look like Cody. Oh yeah, no, you talk. When you said Nick, I was thinking Diaz. I was thinking Cody Diaz. What the fuck you talking about, bro? What you talking about Nick Live? Yeah, no, you read. You must have said that before I said what I said. Yeah, if Cody's live in like the first 7 minutes. He gasses anyway, and it's short notice, and Nick's going to be on him like shit on Stink. So if you are in a book that allows you to live bet, which I'm pretty sure MyBookie will on this one, especially on the main card. Shout out to MyBookie.ag. If you missed it, your boy has his own promo code now. We partnered up. The promo code is MO, capital M, capital O, 100. Go over there and play that first. It's a main card. It's plus 100. It is a $25 max bet because they know this basically giving you $25 free. You know what I'm saying? It's main card. Anyone's got to bleed. Boom. Go over there. MyBookie.ag. Links in the description. Go over there. Copy paste that and get your boy going and go make you some money. And we'll double it next week. I think Maximov opened at minus 300. Oh, nice. Oh, War Diaz, we got We got Mac in the building. Let's fucking go Diaz Army. I don't want to see UFC Diaz. I hope we see Strikeforce. That was when Diaz was the truth for sure. Giving him a thumbs up. I like Diaz sub. Nice. We will touch on that when we get there. We'll go over some percentages, see what everybody's thinking. Brunage has an EPO gut for sure. Hey, dude's got that EPO. Look for them 3 little dots. Look for that COVID shot. I don't know if I could say that on here anymore. Turner's 155, comment, being KO'd like by 4 bums. Yeah, man. My initial thoughts, oh, there we go. We got UFC gambling addicts in the building. I mean, you already know who he is, but if you don't, go check him out. Originator of the smoke breaks, catching it live, bro. Amen, Mo. Loving the new channel already. Up 50 subs. Yeah, bro. 4th video, 50 subs. That reminds me. Appreciate you for saying that. If you're catching this on the replay, pretty sure everybody in the live chat right now is subscribed. But if you're not, hit the subscribe button. If you catch it on the replay, smash that live button. I'm high as a pterodactyl's nutsack, and it's 10:44. I'm pretty old, so it's late. Excuse me. Replay, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification, hit the like or dislike. It doesn't matter, either or. Prefer you hit the like, but if you hit the dislike, that's all right. That was a bar, and I didn't even know it. Also, we'll be live for the fights tomorrow, doing live play-by-play, going over lines, betting, stuff like that. Going to be transparent with what I bet, when I bet. So if you want to come over here, we're either going to make money together, we're going to lose money. So either way, we're going to do it. Appreciate the support, Gambling Addicts. Also, shout out to him. He gave your boy a shout out on his video this past week too in the comments stuff. So shout out to him. So he likes to turn by KO. Yeah, one. There you go, Leighton. Lay in the building. Absolutely blurry at the sub. Nice. What's up, Nick, bro? You ready for this pay-per-view? All right, boys, we're going to get back into it. Keep that chat going. Appreciate you. But let's get in here on it. Let's get in. Let's get in it. All right, so the next fight on the card was Turner and Medic. So earlier in the week, I'm thinking Euros. I'm thinking Euros are going to come in. He's real wild. Comes in, leads with long straights. Like comes blitz in, long straights. But as soon as he gets you in the clinch, he's strong there too. Get you on the ground, good ground and pound. We really haven't had to see him off his back. We really haven't had to see him come up with somebody with the long jab like Turner. Doing tape on Turner. Turner is one of them guys that, my bad. Turner's one of them guys that he keeps it technical, guys. I'm pretty sure he's southpaw. I got notes. We're not going to. This is not about the notes section tonight, but we'll say southpaw. He's somebody that is not all out here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be fancy. He's high and tight. Boom. You know, slipping, head movement, nice, stiff, straight punches. When I watch tape, I love fighters that throw straight punches because a straight punch will be hooks a day, all day. So with me saying that, I kind of got to I'm going against my own grain when I say that Euros is going to, because Euros can run across the cage and smoke his boots. He can. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? That's what I was thinking. But I think I'm going to switch my pick, guys. I think that there's going to be somebody that's going to shit in the bed, and I think that it might be Euros. So, and Turner also has a brown belt. With Turner's long, lanky frame, and with that brown belt, I can just see Euros coming into one of those straight punches. As bad as I hate it. Or we're going to see Euros be Euros, man. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Noah says, what if I tell you bro picks bet Turner? The pick is Medic. Let's go, Medic. Oh, all right. Now let's go look at these odds. That's all you had to say, Noah. I mean, that's my initial first read anyway. So we're going to stick with the first read. That's what we're doing. Sticking with the read. Good call. Euros. We're either going to see if Euros is going to come in and he's going to be that star that we think that he's going to be, that Alaskan brute that we think he's going to be, or he's just going to be one of them other dudes, because if he can't beat Turner, then Turner ain't never going to be in the top 5. So you're right. So let's see if some lines have moved. Ooh, it has. After the weigh-in, some money has, let's go see. Some money's come in on Euros. Euros at the time was a -112 was the best line. That was saying Euros had a 52.8% chance, so we'll round that up to 53. Now we're saying best line on them is -120. So, I mean, not a whole bunch of line movement, but, I mean, line movement nonetheless. Jumped it up to 54.5%. So, you know, on the cusp of 55. I mean, I think that's lined about right, man. Let's see, what's the best line on Turner? Turner best line is +110. Yeah, it's going to be about 45. So let's go see if I'm getting good at that. Yeah, boy, y'all know, the people that know me know when I get obsessed on shit, I get obsessed on shit. So yeah, no, 47.6. I'm going to end up memorizing all these. I'm like, boom, yeah, no, that's this, that's that. +110, that's 47.6. I mean, if you're on Turner, you're definitely getting decent, but I mean, I think it's lined about right. So the pick's going to be Euros. Zev Love, good vibes. Appreciate you, Zev. Jalen Live, exactly. Good looking out, UFC betting. If Jalen can survive round 1, check that live betting, because he's probably going to bring the heat, and he's probably going to be even more plus money. Bet that, because we don't know how Euros is going to look. You know what I mean? Bet that. Good looking out. Yeah, and, you know, Noah laughing. Appreciate you, Zev. Appreciate you, brother. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come rock with us tomorrow too. Next up on the fight card, we're on fight 5. We're not going to take a long time on this one. So we got Santos, we got Roxy. Watch the breakdown video. I think honestly we see Santos destroy Roxy. All right. I mean, let's just get that out the way. Just get it out the way. But if you're asking me if there's a route to victory for Roxy, yes. Your boy watches tape along with a whole bunch of other people, and people have talked about it, but you have to put this into play. The Barella fight is real, all right? And Roxy has the style that she can hold her up against the cage. She can, and she's real heavy on top. Sucks everywhere else, but she's heavy on top, and she is going to still be in your face round 3 like she was in round 1. So the path is there. So the pick is Santos, but honestly, betting wise, see, where was it? -400. Yeah, that best line still 370. So at the time, the best line on Roxy was 355. After the weigh-ins on REF, it was, now it's +370. So I think -400 is 80%. I think I've done it enough now that I know. -400. Yeah, -400 is 80%. So the bookies are saying there's 80% chance. Man, I hate to say this, guys. Do not put Santos in a fucking parlay. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, because I'm going to hate to have to come on here Sunday, because I might do a video Sunday and be like, damn, I told y'all not to put no Santos in no damn parlay. Yeah, just, or we could be sent back like, man, you said don't do it, and she got a 10-second knockout. It could happen, bro. It can happen. I just don't think it's going to. You know what I mean? But let's see, +370. Let's see what the bookies are saying. that Roxy has a 21.3% chance. A 21, round down. If we round up, we got to round down. 21% chance of winning. I think she has way more than a 21% chance of winning. Unless she comes out and gets fucking beaten that under 60 seconds. Maybe look for the under 60-second prop. Because I'm talking all this stuff, she's going to get smoked in under 60. But I think it's probably like a 30-35% chance Roxy can win. You know what I mean? I don't know. What would that be? At plus 225 is 30%. That's, you know what I mean? Like if it was that, then it'd be like, you know, if the line was adjusted accordingly, like, let's see, what is 70%? I know 230. What is 230? It'd be 255. 253, 250. Minus 250 is 71%. So, right, 248. Jesus, man. 240? Yeah, we'll just go. So, minus 240. If Santos was minus 240, which honestly, now that I say that, let's go look at this. You cocksucker. Yeah, so on FanDuel, Santos opened at minus 290. That's value all day. You know what I mean? Like, if you could have got her there, it's all day. On Betway, she opened at 350, 400, Bet 365, Unibet 400. On REF, she opened at minus 225. If you got that book, look for early lines because that's crashed all the way. That's juiced to the gills, minus 470. You can't, you know, not in the women's MMA, you can't fuck with that. Nice, gambling addicts. Santos' money line is dead at this odds, but fight goes the distance minus 220. Oh, nice. You're right. You're right. That's how I do see it going. But to me, Santos all day. Next up on the fight card, we got Dawkins. We got Shamil. I think Dawkins is a parlay piece. I think that anybody that's saying Shamil this, Shamil that, and shit, guys, it's MMA come out tomorrow and Dawkins could get messed up. But Dawkins is not like his best attribute from what I've seen in interviews and heard people talk about is not even his hands. It's his grappling. It's his jiu-jitsu game. And dude is unbelievably way faster than all these heavyweights. So he doesn't even have to get to his best attribute. He's just rolling on his second and third best attributes and hasn't even had to level up yet. He might have to level up with this. Shamil might get in on a body lock, try to take him down. We might see Dawkins in his guard. We're probably going to see him throw. If he's good at jits, like what he's saying, we're going to see him as soon as he's on his back. We're going to see him throw some butterfly hooks in. We're going to see him elevate Shamil. We're going to see him sweep him. We're going to see him get on top, and we're going to see him fucking finish. If that's worst case scenario. Shamil's not the best wrestler to begin with. He's just a pretty tough Russian. But we all also know how. If we are going to go off the Euros and the Jalen and talk about that, and, you know, we made jokes about the bro picks, but I do truly think Jalen's live. So if that gets, more plus money, if we get a little bit better number on that tomorrow, I wake up, I might bet it because just to play a decent dog, because I don't think there's a lot of decent dogs on this card, but Shamil comes in throwing wild looping shots. You know what I'm saying? Like he comes in and he throws wild looping shots, like to get in. Like he's not somebody that stands at range, pop, 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 and then comes in, clinches, gets in, gets underhooks, pummels. He doesn't do that. Swings wild hooks. And like, let's say he hooks with this hand's going low and is going to try to grab. But you do that with somebody with the fast hands of Dawkins, and we ain't even really seen Dawkins throw a lot of hooks. He's more super straight punches and combos. He's going to light Shamil's asshole on fire when he blitzes in to do it. I mean, he's just going to. So that's how I see it going. And I'm hoping to see not the next fight. Let's get a couple fights, but I'm looking forward to like a Dawkins Aspinall main event fight night. You heard it here. It's going to happen. Those are the up and comings. Then you got a couple other heavyweights that are there, but Dawkins and Aspinall and Gon's going to win the ship. He's going to win the belt. And then you're going to have the only other two that are going to be able to really mess with him are going to be somebody that is fast and can deal with him and all the different looks that he brings and his speed. And that's going to have to be somebody like a Dawkins that has really quick hands, that's not 260, that's 230, that with really fast hands along with jiu-jitsu. And Aspinall has really good jiu-jitsu too. So I'm looking forward to that. But no, don't make that next. No, there's no reason to chop one of their heads off yet. 2 or 3 fights, we'll say 2 fights, and then the third fight, they main event wherever Aspinall's from. Boom. There it is, London. Boom, let's go. You're welcome. But as far as this one, it's Dawkins all day. So let's look at these lines earlier before. Let's see. Dawkins, the best line I've seen was -195. It's still -195. Shamil, the best line was +175. That is still the same. Dawkins -195. The bookies are telling you there's a 66.10% chance. So a 66% chance Dawkins is going to win. At +175, they're saying Shamil a 36.36. So a 36% chance that he will win. That is value all fucking day. I think, honestly, and I could be just totally crazy, I think that Dawkins is at least 80% chance he's going to win. I think the only way that Shamil wins is if he gets a lucky, crazy knockout, or we've all been duped and Dawkins cannot grapple at all. You know what I mean? So I would maybe say a 75%. So I think that, especially if you can get at that -195 in a parlay, don't get crazy and try to go bet any props, anything like that. And even like if you're a high roller, if you're somebody that bets like, if you're somebody like GA, like Lay over there, they'd be betting like $1,000 fights. You can bet a -195 line if you're betting a decent amount. You know what I mean? Like you're getting half. So you bet 1,000, you're damn near getting 500. You know what I mean? So that's somebody that I feel that he's going to win. You know what I mean? So shit, I might throw fucking 50 on that money line tomorrow when the fights come on. You know what I mean? Like when we're coming up to it and it's like, all right, we got this. I'm probably gonna be like, guys, I'm gonna go drop me a little unit on that money line. Because I think he's gonna win. Unless it's crazy like -300 at that point, I'm not going to. But the pick is Dawkins. I think he's gonna knock him out in round 1. So if you want to get crazy and you would like stack things, or even if your book allows you, because I used to have a book that wasn't like a bookie, it was an actual bookie, and he wouldn't allow you to parlay props and stuff. So I don't know how you do things. But if you can parlay Dawkins money line, and this is like a Hail Mary, you can go Dawkins +125 knockout. And here, let's do this. Let's just see what you can get. You go Dawkins money line, and then see, because he could sub them too, so we got to be careful. Maybe Dawkins. You want to be safe, go Dawkins inside the distance. I don't think he's gonna go to decision. I just don't think. I think it can. It's fucking MMA. But I don't think it's a good chance. So if you want to be safe, there's your 2-fighter parlay, same fight, almost plus 200, Dawkins money line, and that wasn't even the good Dawkins money line. We'll just stick to that because that's probably. Hold on. Let's see. Is there a bunch of 195s? No, we'll take the average. We'll take that 210. Oh, cocksucker. All right. Yeah, plus 195. That's Dawkins minus 210, and Dawkins wins inside the distance plus 100. But if you want to get a little ballsy, like I would, just go Dawkins knockout because that's how it's going to give you a little bit more. Plus 232, two-piece parlay. You ain't got to sweat it too much. One fight you're gonna know in one fight. You know what I mean? You ain't got to sit around and wait. You're gonna know. Hey, is the money on your books in one fight? Because that's damn near the worst. Like, let's say you got somebody at the start of the card, parlay with somebody at the end of the card, and you got that one. You got to wait that whole damn card to see it that way, and then they lose. Oh, that's the worst. This one right here, plus 232, money in the bank, son. Do it. Thank me later. See. We got No Allen says, oh, yeah. Hey, shit. Get a little bit more crazy. Even throw that in a little parlay. You know what I'm saying? Throw you a little Hail Mary. Let's see what that is. I like how you think, Noah. Let's see here. I'm going to share this screen. I take also this time to say appreciate the boys that's kicking it in the stream tonight. Also, anybody catching it on the replay, I appreciate you taking the time to check it out. If you're somebody that is just wanting to know what my final thoughts are, just go to the end of the stream and I'll recap at the very end. All right, so we'll make that bigger. Boom. All right, so let's go. Are we still parlay mode? All right, we're still parlay mode. So we got that plus 232. Dawkins by KO TKO. Then we'll go crazy ballsy. Plus 320 Dawkins round one. That gives you a plus 1295 3-piece parlay that you know if you hit in one fight. Beautiful. It's beautiful. That's why I'm gonna like doing these streams. I'm gonna start. I'm getting in the hang of this more, and again, getting back in the flow, like doing this. Trying to think in my head how am I gonna stretch content throughout the week, but I think I figured it out, and I appreciate you boys. Next up on the fight card, we got Dan the Hangman Hooker versus Nasrat Hakparas. Before we do that, let's go check out and see how the boys looked on the scales. There was Santos. Gloria tattoo. There's Roxy throwing up a gang sign. I don't know what that means, but paper, rock, scissors. There's Dawkins. First look, you go, man, he's a fat middleweight. Nope. He's just a light heavy. He's a light, real heavyweight. And then there's a real heavyweight, Shamil, coming in. There's Nasrat coming in. You can tell he was once fat, now he is skinny. And shout out to him, man. Him and both Hangman made weight Ooh, I'm glad I said that out loud because I think I smell conspiracy, boys, and we're going to go over it in a second. And then there's Dan, the hangman hooker coming in, making weight as well. So I smell collusion. And y'all tell me what you think, especially you boys in the chat. Also, if you've made it to this point in the video, comment below what you think about this. I really, truly want to know. I'm sitting here back thinking, am I just high as a giraffe's ass right now, or am I seeing some crazy stuff? But were the weights not kind of weird today? I didn't even hit the table. That was just a sign how it shook like that. So I mean, people were weighing championship weight. They were weighing 144. Ortega's missed weight at 145 before, right? But now this dude's coming in at 144. You know what I mean? Come on. Like we got Volk coming in at 144 and a half, I think. We have people that normally are over, they're like 1 pound under. Doesn't really look right. But then nobody missed weight. Nash Rat had some crazy stuff go on. He comes in under, I think 154, I think something like that. We got Hangman coming in at like 155 and a half. So no, I don't think anybody missed weight. And there was like some sketch here. Like, let's just go over it. I mean, we ain't in no hurry. Like, let's just go over it. All right. Let's go over these weights. All right, we'll start at the bottom. Morales, Pierce, both 145 and a half, normal. Martin, 170. Semmelsberger, 170 and a half, normal. Brundage, Maximov, 185 and a half. Now think of these weights like that, like 185 and a half, 1 pound over, like they're not like they're missing weight. Medic Turner, both 156, 1 pound, they're missing weight. Modafferi, both those girls look good. Really, where the only kind of sketch ones to me were the Shevchenko 124 and the Ortega 144. Both those were kind of sketched to me. Now that I'm sitting here looking at them now, there's not a whole bunch of sketch ones. I just remember seeing Ortega at 144, like, huh? And then Shevchenko 124, I was like, huh? And then Diaz 185 and a half, barely making it. Lawler coming in at 184. Andrade 126, Calvillo 126, Moraes 135. And I guess they don't look too crazy. I'll tell you my first initial reaction. One, I was high as a pterodactyl's nutsack. But the Nash Rat and the hooker, I was thinking, like, did they fix the scales for that? But I don't know. I guess it's not as crazy as whatever. No, Alan says new error. That's right. Dawkins 8 times out of 10. Facts. Let's go. Dawkins fights TKO grapplers round 1. I like it. Never thought about that. Yes, sir. That's what we do things. There's Big Cage. Shout out to Cage. Check his channel out. Good to see Hooker and Nasty making weight. I agree. I noticed some weighing guys don't give a shit and others will count the yep. Hooker apparently was at home less than 2 days. Yeah, no, and this it's like a 19, 20-hour flight or some crazy shit like that. Last pay-per-view there was too smooth. Weighing wise, yep. Lawler weighed in and his clothes too. Yep, and T-City had his hat on too. I know, like, to a normal person, like, that's a hat. But I've seen people cut their fucking hair off to make weight. And this dude's wearing a hat and he used to miss weight. And Volk's talking about how lazy he is. I think that they were probably like, Nick Diaz looks like shit. He didn't want to make 170. there's a chance he doesn't even make 185. Let's knock that scale down a little bit, Commissioner. Let's go down a pound. And so let's make sure everybody makes weight. Everybody's Gucci. They did the pre-weigh-ins in the back. They saw a couple. They saw. Now, if they go backstage and they do the pre-weigh-ins, let's see who would have missed weight with an added pound. With an added pound, Volkanovski would have been 155.5. That way he wouldn't have made weight because you got to be championship weight. Murphy was 125. She would have been 126. See, what's sketchy is Shevchenko being 124. Normally, I think she's normally right on championship weight at 125. Diaz would have missed at 185. He's 185.5. He would have been 186. Lawler came in at 184. He would have been right on weight at 185. Blades don't matter. Andrade and Calvillo both would have missed. Marlon and Merab would have missed. Hooker would have missed. Roxy would have missed. Medic and Turner would have missed. Brundage and Maximov would have missed. Sano and Semmelsberger would have missed. No, not Sano. Semmelsberger would have, though. And Omar and Jonathan would have missed with that added pound. Can y'all imagine that? With that extra pound, all those people would have missed. But it's probably the other way around. I'm probably just being Mr. Conspiracy Theory. But, yeah, let's get back into it. Oh, that's what I was fucking doing. Also, hey, shout out to Cobra Kai, huh? Shout out Cobra Kai. $8 at Walmart, yo. All right, better lines. Here we go. Boom. All right. Yeah, this one right here, I mean, I was thinking earlier in the week it was going to be a closer fight. But this the more I think about it. Nasrat's heavy on his lead leg. Hooker's going to eat that leg up. Nasrat kind of leans over in his stance. Hooker's going to light that. And, you know, Hooker can bring his knee up to Nasrat's face, especially with Nasrat leaning over. I see it being a tough fight. I see it going to decision, but I see Hooker winning. And Hooker, best line was 144. That's still it. Nasrat was plus 135. Now, so on one of the books, what book is that? 5 dimes. Let's get this off this fucking shit. All right. 145 on 5 dimes. So let's say in a 59.18% chance at minus 144, Hooker will win. Nasrat at plus 145. Let's see that. That's saying it's a 40.8, so a 41% chance. I mean, I see that's about right. I mean, maybe Dan wins 7 out of 10. Nasrat wins 3 out of 10, but I'm safe to say, 60 to 40. And that's basically what we're saying here with this money line. So I think this money line's kind of right on. But let's see what Hooker by decision is. Hooker by decision is plus 210. So, I mean, there you're getting – they're saying that there's a 32.3, so a 32% chance that Dan Hooker will win by decision. I mean, I'm not mad at that. If I'm going to bet that, if I bet it tomorrow, it will be Hooker by decision will be the bet. And that's best. You can find that at plus 225 on DraftKings. So let's get on to the next one. Let's roll through it. So I was surprised on this next one, boys. We got Merab Dvalishvili. That's a beautiful pronunciation for an Arkansan. Merab Dvalishvili. I'll say it again so you know it wasn't a fluke. He's coming in right now. Best you can find him is minus 213, but that is a special book. Like if you can get that, smash it. But I'd say the average line would be 250. 250. We got Marlon Moraes. The best you can find him is plus 215, but it looks like the average would probably be like plus 200. Plus 205 would be the average. So let's see what the best earlier I found on Merab was minus 227. So definitely some money on that book. On Bet365, some money on Marlon Moraes has come in. Plus 210 was the best I found. So on 5 dimes, some money has come in on Merab. So let's see. I mean, I think before I go look, I think that honestly, the only way Marlon wins this first round, like knee up the middle, something like that while Merab shoots. If I know that, Marlon knows that. Marlon's team knows that. So I think it can happen. But I think there's like 80% chance that Merab wins this fight now. A year ago, 2 years ago, something like that, I take that back. Marlon has pretty good grappling in the beginning. We'll say 75% chance. So a 1 in 4 or a 3 out of 4 chance Merab wins this fight every time. So let's go look at these odds. We'll say, where is it at? 213. We're not going to use 213. That's too good to be true. We'll use 250. So minus 250, a 71% chance. So I mean, it's right. It's not bad. So you're not getting raped or anything. So I think Merab's a good parlay piece. I think Merab wins. I think it's hard to bet Merab's props though in this case because of how Marlon gasses. All right. So Marlon starts strong, start fast, but the more you can grapple him, the more you can slow him down. If Merab is on you like stank on shit, chain grappling you, bringing you down the whole time, you're going to get tired. So I could see him in like late second round getting tired, Merab getting on top, just hammer fisting him, and the ref stopping it. I can see that. Or I can see him, Merab being on top, Marlon trying to scramble, Merab taking his back and getting, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, no, I can see a sub here too. So I'm saying I could see ground and pound, referee stoppage, I could see submission, and I could see decision. So it's kind of hard to bet them, but I am just throwing them in a parlay. I'm not betting anything else on them. But if I was, I would bet decision because that's how he wins all his fights. That the best you can find is plus 125. Looks like the average is like probably 115, 112, something like that. There's a couple 120s, a couple 105s, a couple 110s. So I just say just throw Merab in a 2 or 3 fighter parlay, call it a day. You know what I mean? Next up, we got Cynthia Calvillo. We got Jessica Andrade. Before we go any further, we'll go see how these ladies in the last gents looked. Hold on, we'll go to chat too real quick. Nice. Generosity is the way to go. Marias around 1K on FanDuel. Besides that, Merab, there you go. I think you're right on, Noah. He does. He needs those head kicks. He needs space to work. He likes to crowd you, make your life hell. Spinning back fist, volume, barrage. Beautiful, beautiful pronunciation for an Arkansan. It's pretty decent, I guess. Let's go real quick. We'll go look. Let's go look, see with Marlon. I'm about to have to roll another B. We'll put that out real quick. Let's look. Scroll to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, scroll to the bottom. Losses. He's lost by sub twice. Let's see if we can see by who and where. He lost by arm triangle in 2011. And he lost by... It's the only one I see, but he got another one somewhere. But I think he's a black belt. I mean, I think he is pretty good at jiu-jitsu. I just think where he messes up is he gets tired, man. He's one of them guys that has to work in spurts. Oh, that is a good sprinkle. Round 3 plus 1,000. Marlon's good everywhere, just runs out of gas. Yup. Yup. Yeah, so let's go look at that's what we were doing. Let's go look, see how they look. Jesus Christ. No, that was the weights. That was Hooker. Okay, there we got Merab Davalishvili with a strong beard game. Beard game on strong. Hey, and what about your boy John Jones over here getting arrested? Dude just is a felon. I mean, ain't no thing. I mean, whatever, do your thing, bro. We got Marlon Moraes always looking ripped. Bleed dude's 135. That's crazy. I mean, dude's pretty big for 135 too, but not. You can just tell the muscle structure. Dude is Jack Diesel. When we got Cynthia Calvillo coming in, she's cute sometimes. When we got Andrade, this is random. I heard this on Fighter and the Kid. OnlyFans queen right here said that she paid her house off by OnlyFans. I was like, what? Looked it up. Yep. Just Google Jessica Andrade OnlyFans and then hit images. And yep, boom. But this fight right here, I mean, can Calvillo win? Yeah, I mean, the sun shines on a dog's ass every day, sometimes, you know what I mean? But, a broken clock is right twice a day. So can it happen? Yes, it can happen. And if it happened, I'd probably see it happening by submission, catching Andrade. But I think Andrade, pretty safe parlay piece. I'd put that at the bottom of the safe parlay pieces. But let's go check these lines. We got Andrade coming in, best you can find her. If you can find her on 5 dimes, she's minus 215. That's value all day. I think like 80% of the time, Andrade wins this fight. She just muscles her, except for in those exchanges, those small percents, Calvillo's going to be able to transition, get her back, choke her out, something like that. I think Andrade smashes. So the best line is 215. The highest is minus 265. So let's say you take that 215. Saying there's a 68%. I mean, I think it's more like 80. So that 80 would be minus 400. So I think that's value. Take that, run with it, put it in the parlay. Let's go. Let's see. If you're a Calvillo supporter, I would not play that plus 215. I would just go ahead and play the Calvillo by sub. The best is plus 800. I mean, let's see what they're saying. Plus 800 is 11%. So they're saying there's an 11% chance that Calvillo catches that sub. So If she wins, that's how she wins. Next up, we got Jairzinho and Curtis Razor Blades. This is a regular fucking Blades fight. You know what I mean? This is how Blades gets down. It's either Blades don't get caught by a big fucking shot and he wins, probably a decision. I could see a Overeem type situation where he's bringing down big elbows, cuts him open, splits him open, something like that. Or Jairzinho just trying to muscle up, getting up off the ground, gets on all fours like a Derek Lewis when he does. Razor Blade snatches his neck or gets side control, pulls a Kimura, something like that. But Jairzinho can clip him. He can. Just, man, Blades has just really put a bad taste in some people's mouth, including mine. Me, I'm not putting Blades in a parlay at all. I'm not playing anything to do with Blades. I'm just going to enjoy doing the commentary on the fight tomorrow. So make sure you're tuned in. But Blades, best you could find him, minus 300. I do think that he wins. And at minus 300, saying a 75% chance, I think that's probably about right. 3 out of 4 times, he's going to dominate. That's that one time that he gets caught. You know what I'm saying? So there's a 1 in 4 chance that they're saying that Jairzinho wins. So does Blades probably win? Yeah, Blades probably wins. So if you want to put them in some kind of parlay, good luck to you. And you'll probably cash that leg of the parlay. But there is that slim chance, man, that Jairzinho catches him. He's not as powerful as like the Frankie and the Derek Lewis, but he's more technical. So we got to worry about that. We got Kate saying on Josh by a first round KO. I like that. I like to hear that. Probably, extra motivated though. With Godstrick moves back to counter with his shots. I could see Blades wrestling all night. Yeah. So that's if I was going to bet this, it would be Blades by decision. Blades by decision is plus the best you can find it is on, I think, REF, and it's plus 250. You can find it anywhere between plus 2 or plus 180, plus 175 some places, but majority plus 200. Let's see what it is on. See what it is on MyBookie. Because if you don't bet on a book and you need a promo code to use, your boys got one. So, because this Saturday, there will be blood. Head to MyBookie.ag. Get in on that UFC First Blood promotion. When any fighter on the main card bleeds, you win. The second you see blood, you get paid. With this bet centered around the 5 main card, including 2 title fights, the octagon won't stay dry for long. So take advantage of this opportunity to make some easy money with MyBookie. Nick Diaz has bled in 3 of his 4 last fights. Robbie Lawler is a leaky faucet, so by the end of his 5-round rematch, blood will be spilled. It'll be spilled before then. So head to MyBookie now. Use promo code capital M, capital O 100. That's Mo 100, both capital letters, to start off with a double deposit bonus. That's promo code MO100, capital M, capital O 100, to double your money so you can double your winnings with MyBookie. Let's see what MyBookie has Blade sitting at. He has Blade sitting at a minus 330 right now. So go check that line out on MyBookie. Use that code. Let's get it. Next up on the fight card, we got Lawler, we got Diaz. So look at Diaz. He's flexing as hard as he can flex. If you looked at his pictures of his triathlons, he looks super jacked and stuff. This one, not so much. I think the reason they moved it to 185, he wasn't training as much. He knew he wasn't going to make weight. So, he, with also hearing about him getting knocked out in sparring, people can say that it's not true, but it's probably true. So, and people have been talking about his shadow boxing, but you can't talk about that because he always looks like that when he shadow boxes. He's just more thick now. He looks more, he doesn't look like he's in horrible shape for a dude, like just a normal dude, but for a fighter and what he was, he doesn't look in the best of shape. We got Robbie weighing in with his shirt on because he knew, he was 1 pound below. Pretty jacked up dude, you know what I mean? So, this one right here. Let's check these odds. This one's hard for me because, I am a Diaz fan, but I'm also a realist. I know that anybody that comes out in this fight and they say they know exactly what's going to happen is a bullshitter because we don't know how Robbie's going to look. We don't know, is 5-round Robbie coming out? If 5-round Robbie comes out and we get to see a glimpse of 5-round Robbie back in his prime, this is going to be Robbie all day. Even if he can get a little bit of his wrestling in, we forget. His base was wrestling back then. He's just been fighting for 20 years. We don't know if Diaz is going to come in and have a chin. We don't know, did he really get knocked out? If he got knocked out by a sparring partner, he could definitely get knocked out by Robbie Lawler. We don't know. Are we going to have? We know pretty much he's probably going to have cardio because that's what the Diaz's are known for. But he has scar tissue. He can bleed easy. This could be like a doctor stoppage, and that could be like sympathy for a Diaz type thing. I truly think Robbie's going to win this fight. A lot of the line has moved a lot since the little Diaz shadowboxing video came out. The line was originally, or when I looked at it before the weigh-ins, it was minus 138, the best you could find. Now the best you could find on Robbie is minus 150. The best on Diaz was plus 138. Now the best is plus 150. So I think it's a close line fight. We don't know what it is. There's no reason to talk percentages because I don't know which one of either one of the fighters is going to come out. You know what I mean? Let alone what. So not betting this fight. If I would bet Robbie, but I wouldn't bet it at the minus 150. I would have bet it when it was maybe closer to that minus 125. Closer to the even money, but that one can't mess with it. Shevchenko, Murphy, no reason to break that down crazy. Shevchenko is going to win. I think a sneaky play, the over 2.5. That's crazy that in a 5-round fight that is set at 2.5. So we need third round, 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and you cash almost even money on the Valentina Shevchenko fight. So I think that's the sneaky play, is the over 2.5. I figured it would be 3.5, 4.5. Not really 4.5, probably 3.5. But Murphy's tough. I don't think Murphy's ever been finished. I think tomorrow we might be standing, which I will be here tomorrow doing some commentary. I think I'll be sitting here saying, oh, yeah, this is definitely going to be a Valentina, 30-25 victory or whatever. In a 5-round fight, you win all rounds. So Shevchenko by decision, it's probably the best line you're going to get on her. That's plus 250. You can find it at plus 250, mostly plus 200 on majority books. The best is plus 250. I think she probably wins by she could fuck her up in the first, second round, though. So this is why it's gambling. But, yeah, I say that's how you do it. There's the main event, boys. This one right here, we got Volkanovski. Before we go, let's see how they looked on the scales. Murphy looking in good shape. I think she had a tip pop out in the fight one time. Shevchenko just looking like a boss. We got T-City coming in looking like a G in great shape. And Volk in great shape as normal. Skinhead Volk is a serious Volk. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start this by saying I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it because I'm a realist and I know that either guy can win type situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm starting that with. So with saying that, I'm picking Ortega, man. Seeing a lot of love for Volk, and I don't blame him. Great stand-up, good wrestling, good pressure, good calf kicks. I think that might be the path to his victory. But Ortega, man, it was such a jump in between his last fight or his second to last fight and his last fight. Such an improvement in a skill set. And then you go look at the Max Volk 1, Max Volk 2. Volk didn't look as good as he did in 2 as he did in 1. You know what I mean? So I think his skill set kind of went down a little bit. So this is a game of inches and trying to find pass because none of us know what the fuck's going to happen. So this is just me just trying to work stuff in my head. So with how Volk fights, he has good movement, good side to side movement, good head movement, throws good straight punches, good hooks, good wrestling, good clinching up against the cage, good leg kicks from range. We saw Zombie use those leg kicks. We got to see Ortega at that point switch to southpaw and start boxing from southpaw, which he looked pretty good in. And I'm just to think that Ortega's straight punches are going to be able to catch Volk when he's the shorter guy. He does have a longer reach, I believe. But the way he dips his head and comes in, I think that Ortega's going to be able to stand there and be able to not pick him apart, but just jab him so much that he makes Volk change his game plan to grapple. And then at that point, I think he's going to mess up, man. I think he's going to jump into a guillotine, or he's going to get desperate on something because Ortega's going to be eating him up with that jab. And I'm going to go Ortega, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I like Volk, and I really, truly, like, I'm torn, like, because I think I could totally see Volk winning the decision too. Like, I think if you bet Volk, you bet you bet decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bet Volk, because I don't think he's going to finish Ortega. I think Ortega's tough. As you can see, this fight stresses me out. There's not a lot of dogs on this card, so I'm trying to be the contrarian. A big part of me is going, Mo, don't be stupid. Volk's going to win a decision, bro. But I just think that Ortega might be that dude, man. He might be that dude. And I don't want to be that dude that was on him all week and then he win, and then I went off of him last second. So, and hey, Nick Alexander, you're right, bro. Volk's a master at tailoring his game plans to specific opponents. Very high IQ. High fight IQ. I'm high as a pterodactyl's nutsack. So, that was an hour and 29 minutes. Longest stream I've done yet besides the play-by-play. We did that. And, but yeah, no, it was fun breaking down these percentages. If you enjoyed it, and hey, boys, if you could, the guys in the chat, if you could, when I hit the end button, when the video posts, go in there, comment your best bet, what your best play, or if you got a wild card dog, what your best wild prediction, how do you see it going down? Comment on the video after the video post. If you're watching the replay, let me know what your best play is. If it's after, you randomly watch it fucking after for some reason, I don't know, like you're just a cool dude or a cool girl. I don't know. Comment something. But yeah, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Don't forget the MyBookie code is MO100, capital M, capital O 100. So if you haven't signed up yet, go over there, sign up, use that code. Get you a little something. I get a little something. We all win. Appreciate everybody that's came in, supported your boy tonight. Howdy, mixed stud, but Medic and Turner not go to distance. Oh, I like that. Hey, post that when I hit the end button, Howdy, and make sure you're subscribed. Follow Howdy as he's hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification, that like button. And until tomorrow for UFC 266, this was your boy Mo. Appreciate the support. We're out. Peace.